Alright, what's up guys? Today we're just going to do a quick video on how we clean whites and show you guys the process because a lot of you have been asking. Just going to cover some of the products we use and how we just do a normal Oxy deep clean of some white tees. What we start off is with some OxiClean stain remover. You can either get the big bottle like this or just the normal spray bottles. We just get one of these cheap plastic bottles because they have a good spray to it, and we'll fill it up with this. What we use next is either the OxiClean White Revive or the Versatile, and we'll get these big boxes. It's just easier if you're doing a bunch. So the first step is we have our pile of whites that we want to clean. We got some clear stainage down there, and we don't want that on our tees. That's right, we do not want these on our tees. What we're going to do first is we're going to spray the stains with the stain remover. Make sure to get all the stains you see. Don't miss out, because this part's really important on really getting into the stains. Step 2 is we use our little brush. We get all of our stuff from Walmart. You can really get it at any major store. You want to make sure that you're working it deep into the fabric. You want to make sure you're checking front, back, sides, sleeves, collar. A lot of times where you get the biggest stains are the pits or the sleeves. So you see right here we got a little stain right there. Just a little spray, scrub. And you're going to want to repeat this process for every tee that you're going to put into the load. Even if it doesn't have a stain, sometimes it's good just to throw it if it's got that kind of like yellowing color to it, and just get a nice white revive on it. That's why I recommend white revive, which is usually around in the bleach area, or OxiClean Versatile, which is just good if you're doing more than just whites. I would highly recommend to make sure that you're watching your tees and making sure that it doesn't bleed. If you're throwing a red tee in with a bunch of whites, most likely that red might bleed. Also, be careful, do not do this method on true vintage items. If you're using stuff from the 70s, stuff will bleed all over your clothes. It'll just ruin the entire batch and it's done. So I'm gonna repeat this process for all of the tees, and then I'll catch y'all on stage 2. Alright, so next step, we are in the bathroom, and what you want to do, this is highly recommended but you don't need it, is you want to get your Walter white gloves. It's just going to help when you're messing with a lot of these chemicals. You don't want to get that stuff on your hand, especially if you're doing this often. After you've sprayed the stain remover and scrubbed it in, you're going to want to wait about 10 to 15 minutes to really let that stain remover soak into the fabric. Once you let it sit in, you want to fill up a bathtub. While it's filling up with water, what we do is we just pour the OxiClean in so it helps spread it around as it's filling up. We use our stirring stick, which is just a PVC pipe. What you're going to start doing is you're going to grab your shirts, and one at a time you're going to put them into the bath. We usually use about 4 scoops per load. We're going to take each tee, dunk it in, make sure it's getting a nice soak to it. Alright, so now as you can see we have all the tees sitting in the tub. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to continue to stir it around for a little bit. We're doing this at night, so we're just going to let it sit overnight, and we'll get it in the morning. You're supposed to let it sit for about 4 to 6 hours. We just find it easier to just let it sit overnight. Let it sit, and in the morning we'll squeeze it dry, we'll throw it in the washer, throw it in the dryer. This is not going to work for oil stains or blood stains or paint stains. And then in the morning we'll see you guys for the next steps. Okay, so it's the AM now. We let these marinate overnight. The next step is we're gonna take each shirt and we're gonna just squeeze all the water out of it, just because you don't want it to be super heavy when you throw it in the wash. We're gonna go ahead and do this to every single shirt, throw it in a bucket, and then we're gonna bring it over to the laundry room. Okay, so now that they're all drained out of the water, we're gonna bring this over to the washer. When you're taking them out, this is not gonna be the part where stains are going to be gone. So as you can see in this shirt right here, still got a lot of yellowing all over it. But once we throw this in the wash and it goes through its wash cycle, that's when the stain should be gone. See all over in the wash. Okay, so now in the washer, I like to put about a little under a scoop just to help it get washed. Another optional part is you can spray the stains again. I honestly don't do it. It's too much of a hassle to spray wet clothes, but that is a potential option if you really want to get into the stains. Keep in mind, not always is the stain going to be gone on the first time. Sometimes it has to go through twice, but usually most of the time, first batch is good enough to get it out. So I'm going to add the Oxy, I'm going to add some detergent, we'll start it, and then we'll show you the final product. Alright, what's up guys? Time for grab these and the dryer for the rest of the day. We got them all pulled out now. I'll give you guys like a quick look at the tees. I don't know if you guys remember try and show you before and after, but if you look closely here, there's a lot of stainage down here. Now it's pretty faint. There's still slight stainage. I mean, overall, it's in a lot better condition. This could maybe use one more wash, but I mean, as you can see, it's in really good condition from where it was. This is gonna be the same for all of them. What we do is we'll go back through each one, decide if it needs one more wash or if it's good. Overall, it's a really big stain. It just makes the tea look a lot better condition like you'd find at a store. These white teas can get very dirty. I'm sure y'all know. And this isn't just for repairing old stuff. You get a ketchup stain or something, it's hard to get out of the washer. It's gonna just help give your white teas a nice, newer, fresher look. Let us know if we forgot anything. This is just the method we use. I'm not saying it's the best, I'm not saying it's the worst either. It's just the one we use. If you don't know how to do it, I'd recommend trying it out. Doing some research of your own, checking it out. I appreciate you guys watching. Let us know if you want to see more tutorial vids like this in the future.